For all this, I pray in the precious and wonderful name of Jesus. Amen. Praise the Lord. May God bless each one of you. Thank you, Reverend Pastor, for your blessing us with your prayer. Now we have a short speech from President Ao Senden, President Simi Ho, Chairman Lota Ho, Lota Ho is the President CNSA, Central Naga Student Association, President CNWA. I request all of you to kindly take time according to the sequence of the program.
My dear Chairperson, respected CNTC President and his colleagues, most respected Central Naga Legislature Forum conveners and his colleagues, CNSA President and his colleagues, Central Naga Women Association President and her colleagues, Lota Ho, Sim Ho, all the dignitaries present here today, and ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I extend warm greetings to each and everyone present here today. Well, at the very outset, I would like to congratulate Central Naga Women Association Kali Rati form kori thakise. Apunian form kora thaki kana beshi khushi ba laga. Itu ekta share kori ase. Kele mane papa aro chokora beshi pouring kori kana, beshi tuk kori kana, beshi tin aise. Itu dekhi kana ami kan laga. Yete ami kan leader kan. Amigan deputy chief convener, co-convener, deputy chief minister, aro amigan legislature. Yete nesaka kambi, aro sub miligana bishi ase 25. Taga kan bora ay itu amar manukan enokay rakile na ho. Itu amigan leader ase, amigan bora lead koribo laga koi kana takan ahisya. Itu bichita amakan ahi kana, amakan bora. Ay amigan thaki ode. Oila kata kati laga time debi those days. Head hunting days. Mota ke ward jan hoy de. Mota kan jegana kata kati gora demde maiki gambura hat buki kana hala gori kana oi ami kana sede pui nokori ude goa laga thaki sede. Itu ajibi itu awas dia karena beshi khuju ba ase. Ami ao santan ami bora loge ami kan to full cooperation apuni kan lode diwode goa laga. Itu ekta koi ase kele achi amigan complete family ekta achi hua ase ama ne thaki na kinu ka thakibo leader ne thaki na kinu ka thakibo goa laga thaki je hoile bi tate ekta ase de amigan itu non political laga organization ase de amigan itu bi janibo laga amigan laga mili gana three tribes laga well being garne first hobo lage. Itu bichide whether either like it or not, Amigandu we are advanced with Nogobi. Holibi Amigan major tribes kana today, 3 tribes. Amigambura Manukan laga well being be Amigan Sabole laga itu Amigan Koribola. Itu garne, itu Amigan Aro Kwanisna. Yet the leader kan Amigan Motop Diadam. Amigan itu bhavana bhal rakhi kana kenuko bhal hobo goa laga korile beshi bhal hobo goa laga ekta koi dia ase ami first ase ami beshi lomba nokobo itu bora congratulation especially to the martyrs itu congratulation dia ami dajar rokhi ase hoilebi amigan sob janibole karne ami ekta kobole mon ase ekta kotha itu kunba itu to kam nai bi go bare holebi ami itu কইলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি সব পুৰা জানিলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি কোৱা লগা মই একটা ক'বলৈ মন থাকা আমি গান নাগা মানুহ আমরা বেশি পস্তিতে বেশি ট্রাইব পড়া খুচলি কাজ লাগা জেল বনাই কেনা মুদু খা মানুহ মাৰপিট কৰা মানুহ জৰ কৰা মানুহ নহা গান ইটো গান ভাল হ'বলৈ দিব তাতে খালি কেনা ৰাখা লগা বনাই কেনা আছে লাষ্ট ইয়াৰ কি হৈছে হায়দৰাবাদ বেছ একটা ল ষ্টুডেণ্ট ফাইনেল ইয়াৰ ষ্টুডেণ্ট পৰা ইটো পেপাৰতে নিউজ পেপাৰতে ইটো ওলা দেখি কেনা তাই পৰা গুৱাহাটী হাই কোৰ্টে ইটো কমপ্লেইন লিখিছে তাই লগা মেইন কমপ্লেইনটো থাকিছে দিছ ইজ ভায়োলেশ্যন অফ হিউমেন ৰাইটছ তাতে খুচলি কাজ ভিতৰতে খালি কাৰণে বন্ধ কৰি ৰখাটো এইটোতো নহয় কোৱা লগা তাখন দিছে দেই কেতিয়া হাইকোৰ্ট পहुঁচিছে হাইকোৰ্ট পৰা গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট অফ নাগালেণ্ড লগতে এইটো নহ'ব এইটো কি আছে এইটো আপুনি আমি লগতে এইটো জবাব দিবি কয় না চিফ ছেক্ৰেটাৰী ৰেছপণ্ডেণ্ট নম্বৰ 1 ৰেছপণ্ডেণ্ট নম্বৰ 2 DGB আৰু কি এইটো মান দিছে তাই খান পৰা 3-6 সবতে ডিপুটি কমিশ্যনাৰ লগতে এইটো খবৰটো দিছে আৰু কহিমা পৰা একটা ডাইৰেক্টিভ আহিছে এইটো পहिले চলাই থাকিছে হ'লেবি আজিতো নচলাই কোৱা না এইটো এফিডেভিট লিখি কেনে দিবলৈ লগা থাকিছে সব মানুহ এনেকুৱা দিছে আমি গান আও এৰিয়া দিবি এনেকুৱা কৰি থাকিছে এইটো শুনা পৰা অৱসানতে আমি মিটিং থাকিছে মিটিং থাকি কেনে যাই কেনে ডিপুটি কমিশ্যনাৰ লগতে এইটো নহ'ব এইটো আমি খান লগা ৰাইটছ আছে পহিলা বি কৰি থাকিছে এতিয়া বি কৰিব আৰু বিচিতে বি কৰিব এইটোতো আমি খান ট্ৰেডিশ্যনেল ৰাইট আছে কেলে বিচেতে একটা সলিউশন আহিলে এইটো সলিউশন পেশ কৰি কেনে আমি যাব হ'লেবি আজিটোকতে হ'লেতো লাগিলেবি নেলাগিলেবি আমি 16 পইণ্ট এগ্ৰিমেণ্টে কি বনাইছে এইটো 371 হালি কেনে তাতে যাই আছে আমি কনসালটেটিভ মিটিং দেবি একদিন কৈ দিছে সিধে কথা আমি লগা একটা মুৰ্গী না ইভিনিবি কাটি দিছে বছৰবি কাটি দিছে লেংদা হৈ যোৱা নিচিনা লগা নহ'ব আমি ৰাইট সবটো ল কোৰ্ট পৰা নহ'লে ল পৰা কি পৰা আমি সব কাটি কেনে যাই আছে এইটো পৰা আমি এইটো নহ'ব কোৱা না আমি কেছ দিছে আমি খবৰ ভাল একটা এইটো কেলে কৈ আছে কৈছে ক'লে কালি এইটো লগা হেয়াৰিং থাকিছে কালি কোৰ্ট পৰা এইটো নাগা লগা কাষ্টমাৰী আছে নাগা লগা ট্ৰেডিশ্যনেল প্ৰেক্টিচেছ আছে এইটো তাতে নচুব লাগে গোৱা লগা প্ৰেডিক্ট দিছে গোৱা লগা খবৰ একটা এইটো আমি সব লগা আছে দেই আমি সব লগা আছে এইটো নিচিনা আমি কি হৈছে ক'লেবি কি হৈছে ক'লেবি আজিকালি না আমি সব মানুহ জানিতো পহিলা লগা ৰাইটছ কিমান থাকিছে আমি এক্সটাৰ্নেল এফেয়াৰ্ছতে থাকিছে ষ্টাৰ্টিং আমি দেখা নাই পাবা লগা টাইম নাই এইটো হোম দে আহিছে এতিয়া এক্সটাৰ্নেল ক'ব ইণ্টাৰনেল ক'ব ন হোম ক'ব তাতে আহিছে আমি এইটো টেক্স লগা কথা বি ইনকাম টেক্সটো নিদিয়ে গৈ নাথাকাটো আজিকালিতো ইনডাইৰেক্টলি এইটো GST নহ'লে কি সব দি আছে এইটো নিচিনা লগা বেছি আছে দেই আমি কি হৈছে বুলি অলপ হুঁচিয়াৰ কৰি কেনে থাকিলে হ'ব আমি তিনিটা মিলি কেনে আমি পৰা কোৱা নিচিনা মেজৰ ট্ৰাইব আছে মেজৰ ট্ৰাইব একটা নিচিনা বাবা লগা ডিউটি আমাৰ ডিউটি বাচ্চা ডিউটি লেটাৰ পৰা বি ক'তে এতিয়া কেনেকুৱা ছাপৰ্ট কৰি আছে এনেকুৱা ছাপৰ্ট কৰি কেনে আমি সব লগা কেনেকৈ কেনে আমি লগা ৰাইটছ আমি প্ৰটেক্ট কৰিব কেনেকৈ কেনে আমি বান্ধি কেনে ৰাখিব পাৰিব কোৱা লগা আমি সব ভাৱনা কৰিলে ভাল হ'ব কোৱা লগা তাতে অলপ কথা কৈ আছে থেংক ইউ
Good morning. सब साके ईश्वर के धन्यवाद दिया से एक ता भाल दिन हमारे CNTC फैमिली सब आए क्या ना जमा क्या ना वही बोले दिया कारणे बेशी खुशी लगा कथा जना दिया से most respected President Cntc, aro tai officials, executives kiman ase, sob thanks dia ase, inka ekta bhal program organize kurigena amakan ifale jmo kurba karani. Most respected Deputy Chief Minister Y Pattern, Honorable Minister Kaito Aye, Honorable MLA Im Kong Im Chan, Honorable MLA Amin Bayadan, three tribes te President Pra Loigena officials Kimana Hase, President CNSA, President CNWA, aro amakan three tribes te kiman manu aji to get together te aibo parse ami on behalf of all the Sim community ekta amakan khushi palaga salam jona dia ase, and also on behalf of the Sim community, on behalf of Sim Kami Ho, on behalf of STH, aji notun amakan Central Nagaland Women Association te President aro General Secretary aro sob executive te congratulation dia ase. Itu sal tole amakan Cntc tole ekdom khushi laga sal hoya ase. Kilamani itu sal te amakan Central Legislature, Central Nagaland Legislative Forum kholibo parise. Aji Central Nagaland Women Association kholibo parase. Itu to ekdom bahal achievement ekta hoise koigena khushi pai ase, aro Cntc office bearers kan pi congratulation dia ase. Amakan ekta janibo lage kita kunba khushi pa time to ile kunba to mon biya hoi jay, kunba aram pa time te kunba to duk pai jay. To initially amakan Cntc form kura to ile beshi manu khushi na pa koi thakise, kintu amakan aste pura Cntc to mozbut bana loya ase. Aro itia tak milai gena amakan to ile Nagaland te ki kurbala ase for the welfare and for the well-being of our Nagas. Cntc to try kura ase. Amakan Cntc president presidential address te jona dian shina. Itia amakan Central Nagaland Legislative Forum kholishe, aro Central Nagaland Women Association kholishe. To kita kholibo, kita sur kurbo, initially to ile struggle kore, initially to ile bahal bi biabi comments bishi ahi thage. To inka kur thagile bi amakan mon thigena kam kurbo lage. Kilamani our intention is very clear. Once we have a platform, we can plead, we can work, and we can take our people forward. Amakan intention to itu hase. Formation kurigena kunba ke biya kuri dibole bin hoy. Kunba noha laga kotha kurbole bin hoy. Kintu ole our intention is very clear. Aro itia Cntc to ole full body form hoise, family hoise. Itia to kinka kurigena Cntc organization ki form kurse itu palibo lage, itu bhabina amakan sob concentrate kurbo lage. Nampla form kurigena rakhi disha koile itu to ole manui amakan ke hasi thagi bole pe hoi jabo. Itu karone form kurule kampi kurbo lage. Poila to khali Cntc thagise, itia CNSA hoise, CNLF hoise, CNWA hoise. To milai gena with good coordination, with good understanding, सब मिलाइकन आमाखान 3टा ट्राइब ग्रासरूट लेवल तक जाइकन आमाखान इतु लगा नॉलेज तो ভাল পৰা জনাই দিব লাগে আৰু ফৰ্ম কৰিকন ফৰ্ম হৈছে কইকন হাসি থাকিলে आमाखान तो इले मानखान लगा लाफिंग स्टॉक पे হ'ব পাৰে इतु কাৰণে कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन भी दिया আছে কিন্তু आमाखान CNTC ऑफिशियल्स खान तो इले इতিয়া तो पहिला 1 घंटा काम কৰি থাকিলে इতিয়া 5 घंटा काम কৰিব লাগে पहिला 5 घंटा काम কৰি থাকিলে इতিয়া 5 दिन যাব লাগে इनका काम কৰিकन इतु CNTC फैमिली उठाब লাগে इतु तो मानु कुरा আছে কইকন आमाखान कुरा নহয় out of necessity CNTC has been formed and accordingly tar laga branch tar laga association milai kena kam kurle mojbut hobo amakhan 3 tribes aro naga mantu amakhan CNTC depend kuri kena confidence thaki kena agia loi jaile naga mantu bahal hobo koi kena itu bhabna pora kholi jaise the most dangerous is आमाखान legislature forum kuri dise tai khan ki program kurubo will have to unitedly stand behind them aro iman organization hoise sob milagena tai khan piche beraise koile tai khan to ile wetesh thakibo itia bi jana ase our leaders are very smart caliber they are leading us and they can lead us to any extent কিন্তু आमाखान स्ट्रंग सपोर्ट ताइखान पिछे पिछे बेराइकन सपोर्ट দিব লাগে इतो पिछे दे आमाखान की लागे আছে इतो আহি যাব आमाखान सब জানা লাগা আছে চুপা লাগা কথা নহয় आमाखान দলে ফরফ্রন্টে যাইকেন বিয়া লাগা নহয় কিন্তু কি এড্রেস করব লাগে সিধা কব লাগে পিছে পিছে নকবি আগে পুরা কইকেন মিলাইকেন যাব লাগে পাওয়ার থাকিলে পাওয়ার ব্যালেন্স ঠিক থাকিছে কইলে ইকোনমি ব্যালেন্স भी ঠিক প্রা যায় ইকোনমি ঠিক যাইলে সোশ্যাল খান भी ইনকা আগে যাবলে পারে ডেভেলপমেন্ট भी আগে যাব পারে কিন্তু পাওয়ার ইমব্যালেন্স হয়ে যাচ্ছে যে ইকোনমি ইমব্যালেন্স হয়েছে ডেভেলপমেন্ট ইমব্যালেন্স হয়েছে সোশ্যালি ইমব্যালেন্স হয়েছে Itu kan sab saigena before it is too late the CNTC must stand for the welfare and for the reformation of Naga society koigena amakhan itu loi jase itia amakhan pe aje to amakhan logo thaga karone ekdam khushi pai ase sob lagena students union khan pe CNSA phale boya ase CNTC phale boya ase 3 tribal leaders pe iphale boya ase খালি आमाखान निमित्त নহয় যাইকেন ইঞ্জৰ ডিস্ট্রিক্টে যাইকেন ইঞ্জৰ বস্তিতে ইতু লাগা কথা কব লাগে আগে মানু কোৱা নিচিনা आमाखान এডভান্স কোৱা আছে কিন্তু to be very frank very fortunately WOKHA and WOKHA is connected with highways आमाखान তোলে জনাবতো তোলে ইতুপি নাই একটা 2 লেন রাস্তাতে আহিছে ইতুপি বিয়া কন্ট্রাক্টর পাইগে না 2011 प्रासुर कुरा तो इता भी रास्ता ठीक हुआ नहीं और इतु रुखा से कोई ना नेशनल हाईवे ऐसे कोई ना स्टेट प्लान ते आमाखान रास्ता लगा जाना है सेंट्रल लगा कॉन्ट्रैक्टर खान बिया होगे ना कोर्ट लई जाए से ताई खान भीतर ते गवर्नमेंट लोगो इनका करगे ना आमाखान बेसी दिगदार আছে কব গইলে the entire district of Zneboto must be declared backward আসল তলে মেরিট হিসাব চলে কমিউনিকেশন নাই ইকোনমি ঠিক নাই এডুকেশনাল ইনস্টিটিউশন ইকু নাই হ্যাঁ হসপিটাল ফ্যাসিলিটি ইকু নাই হ্যাঁ ইতিয়া সামার অ্যাপ্রোচ হয়েছে আমি একদম মন দুঃখ পাই আছে বেমার হয়েছে সিরিয়াস হয়েছে বাহার যাব লাগে হ্যাঁ অ্যাম্বুলেন্স অ্যারেঞ্জ করব লাগে ও ল্যান্ডস্লাইড তো রাস্তা বন্ধ করে কেন যাব নরে হ্যাঁ চপর হায় করব লাগে কন্ট্যাক্ট করলে ওখা প্রায় ইমান ক্লাউডে আছে তো পেনেট্রেট করব নরে হ্যাঁ উপায় নাই জেসিবি লই কেন ল্যান্ডস্লাইড ক্লিয়ার করে থাকে না অ্যাম্বুলেন্স তে উঠাইলে রাস্তা তো ঘোরা যায় নিচিনা আর রাস্তাতে খবর কি পাব Murishe rasta pra ane ase koigena. We have experienced a lot. Ama khan inka situation ti boya se de. To ama khan, unless we feel some pain, we don't realize. To ama khan experience pra ami. Itu Cntc pra ki ko hole bi equal opportunity anbo lage, equal development anbo lage. Ama khan leaders khan ke more power dibo lage. Milai ke na 25, 26 members milai ke na ama khan difficulties approach kurle government to mani dibo. Ekjon pra koile nohobo koi ke na mila bole bishes khushis kurato tai khan pe ama khan laga. Ito understanding aayi ke na itya to form hoise. Luckily 4 of them are here with us. I don't know about other members. Because of their pre-engagement, they might not be here today with us. Kento, ama khan legislatures can be to janibo lage. Kinga kurige na ama khan society age loi jaige na ama khan difficulties, grievances address kurubo lage. Shida ama khan kobo lage. Aro ama khan ki problem manibo apna khan bhi manibo lage. Milai ge na we'll have to balance our economy. We'll have to balance our power. We'll have to strengthen our society. Inka kurusha koile, reformation to ile, ki hoile bi aibo koi na ekdam khushi pa laga. Ito jana dia se aji ifaile amakan meeting loa picheti. Ki hoile bi amakan scientist to ile poirla pra aro mosbot hobo aro Cntc officials kan khali meeting no hoy na all district visit kurba lage parallel all headquarters sub division lokobi jayge na kinga kurige na amakan mila milige na itu society to itu union to itu association to mosbot hoba lage itu khushi paige na loi jaile bahal hobo nohile mani amakan formation kurise koige na bohi thakile amakan to poila prabe aro backward te jai jabo koige na itu hi jana dia se. Thank you all.
Every good things happens when God says it is time. And yes, today this historic program is going on because our Almighty God wanted this to happen, for which I give all glory and thanks to our Almighty God. Respected President Cntc and his colleagues, respected our Honorable Deputy CM Inouye Patin, respected our Honorable Minister Sri Kaito Aye, convener of Central Nagaland Legislature's Forum, respected our Honorable MLA Ino Imkong Imchin, co-convener of CNLF, and also respected our MLA Ino Amenba Yadin. Respected our tribal WOKHA leaders and all the leaders present here today, I bring warm greetings of love, peace, and unity from the Office of the Central Nagaland Students Association, CNSA. I would like to thank all our elected legislatures, our parent body Cntc, our tribal WOKHA leaders, and all the concerned people of our 3 tribes for the kind contributions and cooperation that you all rendered to us, for which we successfully concluded our 4th General Conference of CNSA at Agri Expo 4th Mile. Yes, words are not enough to thank you all for the kind contributions and cooperation that you have rendered to us, but it is our prayer that our Almighty God will continue to bless each and every one of you. we, the Central Nagaland Students Association, we have nominated our new president, R. Sinup, and I'm the outgoing president of CNSA. I would also like to introduce our new nominated president, R. Sinup, to kindly stand on your feet and show your face to the congregation. And I would also like to request our CNSA team and our units to kindly stand on your feet and show your beautiful, smart, and handsome face to the congregation, please. Well, Central Nagaland Students Association today, taking the advantage to stand before our leaders, would like to share some few points. We, the Central Nagaland Students Association, we have been trying our best, and we have approached the state government through memorandums and representation every now and again regarding the foothill road, which is very much needed. So, in front of our elected legislatures and our WOKHA leaders, I would also like to appeal once again to give topmost priority to complete this foothill road at the earliest. We have given a deadline to the Doyong Bridge contractor to complete the bridge by this month and inaugurate by the next month. So we are hoping for the good news. And today, I would also like to appeal that Jipepal Road should be completed before the end of this year, because we have appealed so many times. Our representation memorandum has already been submitted. So this is, I should say, this will be our last appeal. So if at least a Jipepal motorable road is not completed, then the younger generation, we will be coming out to the street to show our resentment. This is our first message. Secondly, regarding the border issue, we have been facing the border issue with our neighboring state every now and again. For this, we, the Central Nagaland Students Association, we have visited the border areas, and we have also submitted our representation to the state government. And to be honest, we are not that much satisfied with the response of the state government. So again today, we would like to appeal once again to the state government to kindly give topmost priority to solve this border issue for once and for all. Recently also, the Our Students Conference, ACAM, is having a border issue, which we have all seen in the news channels and in all the social medias. We would like to appeal to our elected legislatures and our WOKHA leaders that it is time that we should stand together in solving all these issues. We will be standing with the Our Students Conference in their fight for justice, and at the same time appeal to all our leaders to kindly give your best cooperation, your suggestions, opinions, and help when such kind of issues rises up. Today, Central Nagaland Students Association, we are so much blessed and we are thankful because Cntc, our parent body, is doing every possible things to uplift not only our three tribes, but for the entire Nagas. We are sure that Central Nagaland Students Association We will be always there for our parent body, and we will be giving out our full cooperation even in the days to come. And we are so much thankful. Today, the CNTC invited us to grace this special occasion. We thank you, CNTC, once again. Last but not the least, I would like to congratulate the newly formed Central Nagaland Mothers Association. While congratulating and giving our best of luck wishes to our mothers, we hope, pray and believe that through this newly formed Women Association, our mothers will spread the message of love, unity and peace to all the Nagas through this newly formed Mothers Association. We wish the new team a very best of luck, and we also assure that we will be giving out our full cooperation to our mothers. And thank you once again for having us in this auspicious program. We hope and believe that God will bestow His wisdom, understanding to all the leaders and the CNTC. And together, yes, together we will march forward, not only in uplifting our three tribes, but together, let us work together in uplifting the Nagas in general. Kanga Pillar, Monsoka Shikimti.
Respected Chairman of this program, Honorable our ministers, and all the tribal leaders, executive members, first of all, I would like to thank all of you for forming this CNTC Women Association. I think it is very important that you have done this, and then we are also very happy, and then we are truly going to be behind you. Whatever program, whatever things you are going to take up, we will always try to be at your back and support you all. There is very limited time because so many programs are still behind, but I just want to say a few things. Itya amakan Naga manukan to ekdom imbalance hoise. Pet to bishi dangor hoise aru thang hat kan to bishi choto hoise. Itu karne aru association bishi thakabi it's not good also sometimes. Hoilebi we are not the first one to form. Poila manukan ENPO kan takan iniga thakise. Then tenime kan iniga formation hoi jase. Now ita amakan major tribe ase na Sema Khan, Angami Khan, Ao Khan, or Sema Khan. Ita Angami Khan to tenime ti takan to jase. So again, in spite of the major tribe, takan to aru dusra khan bhi sob miligena da tenime bishi dangor hoi jase. Itu inaga hoi kina Naga manu karni phal kam korle itu bhi bhal ase. But then ita amakan especially Sema Lotha Ao amakan dole bishi major tribe hoi thakise ole bi we were individuals aru manula piche hi hoi jase. Itu karni ita itu central CNTC form koratu itu to it has become necessity. Inaga hoi kina amakan pi form kori loise bishi khushi paise. Kali executive meeting ti ami bhoi kina hunia to amakan CNTC office bearers khan bishi kam kurige na ase ami to aya itu amakan central tribes khan tole kiniga hoy ase na niga alag thaga damdi niga bhabi thaga to ita takan la kotha hunya to takan tole petroleum and natural gas karni bi bishi kam kurige na ase. Now we are waiting for the reply from the government. Ita aro backward kota laga. Itu bi ekdam bishi amakan laga society ke Cntc kan laga tribes kan ke bishi effect kore ase. To itu to ekdam kiba ekta to kuroba lagi ninga bhavna kore thaga to itu bi kali meeting ti hunya to takhan to ekdam ki kuroba le ase bishi bhal ko loi jage na. Now it is in the cabinet. Itu put up kurikina sukuse. Itu karne itu kan bishi kam kurikina ahisha ami bishi khushi paise. Itya to arbi incomplete ki asa amakan sob miligena ki kurbo lagi itu kurbo. Aro amakan la ekdam aim aro target to amakan 3 tribes karne kinega kurikina amakan 3 tribes laga welfare to kinega kurikina sabo itu kurbo. Aro political tipi nohole dosra naga manu laga issue ti pi issue kan bisha ase hole bi itu kan dole aro dosra kan bi tribe kan dosra kan bi ase hole bi amakan la first aim and target to am bhavna tu amakan 3 tribes karni kinega hoigena amakan pal koi thakibo lage. Amakan pal thakile Nagaland bi bhal ase. Amakan ঠিক না থাকিলে নাগালেণ্ড বি ভাল নহব এইটো কাৰণে আমাখান সবটো কৰি থাকিলে তো নাপাৰিব এইটো আমাখান 3 ট্ৰাইবস কিনেও কৰি কিনা পাল গৈ থাকিব আৰু আমাখান বি এইটো নাগালেণ্ড ইমবেলেন্স কৰি কিনা থাকতো বেলেন্স দি অলপ আনি দিব লাগে এনেকা ভাৱনা কৰি আছে এতিয়া এভৰিথিং আগে মানুহখান বি অলপ তো কৈছে কি নতুন ডেভেলপমেন্ট আহে আছে সব তো কহিমা নলে ডিমাপুর কহিমা দি বেশি হয়ে যাইছে এইটো কাৰণে বেছি পেট ডাঙৰ হৈছে কোৱাটো এইটো কাৰণে আছে আৰু দুসৰা জায়গা দিলে ইনস্টেড অফ ব্ৰিঙিং ডেভেলপমেন্ট তাখান তো লৈ যায় আছে তো এইটো তো তাখান হি বিয়ান হয় কেনা আমাখান হি উইক হৈছে নেকি maybe we are not been able to protect our districts amakhala tribe karni itu amakhan stand korbole thik hobo para nai naki itu karni ita to loi ja khan be ani bi kobo lage aru ekta bi loi jabo na dibo lage plus ita to sob to Kohima de direct of course it is capital of Nagaland so it has to be there. But then they cannot neglect the other districts, which is a component of Nagaland state. So, Amakan district to le ekdam shrink hoi jase, ekdam biya hoi jase. Itu karne kinega kurigene itu bhalo bo koile. I think itya to district can be only agri department, medical. Then veterinary itu kan dole takhan dole joint director pra head kurige na ase hoile bi dusra department khan dole ita tak bi kuno ba to assistant director pra hi head hoige na ase tole assistant director la power dikya ase itu karne amakan itu kan aste joldi na parile be aste district tibi दूसरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट खान देवी मिनिमम जॉइंट डायरेक्टर प्रा हेड कुरिगेना थाकिले ऑटोमेटिकली पावर टा आहि जाबो होले भी इटा थाका निसने निका राखि थाकिले तो एकदम श्रिंक हो जाबो मानु खान भी everyone is looking for a greener pasture so मानु डिमापुर कोहिमा दि जासे आमा खान ला दोले एकदम वीक हो जासे itu karne itu kita itu office kan bi upgrade kuri dike na higher status dishe kole automatically district kan bi develop hobo aru power thakile officer bi ida hesabra district TV implement kurubo paribo. Hole pi chotta mando bi sob to opadi likhi thakibo lage. So we have no respect. Itu karne aste aste itu kan pi sob saigina amakan of course when we are working for the welfare of this three tribes, automatically it will affect the well-being of the Nagas also. Itu kan sob bhavna kurikina amakan pi it's just one day old, but then amakan pi meeting loikina noliki ki kurikina apni khan laga support aro apni khan laga suggestion loikina amakhan pi for thogina itu three tribes ke age ti loi jabo enika bhavna kora ase etu karni apni khan la support and apni khan laga parthana amakhan oporte ekdam rakhi dibi koikina etu jane de ase. Thank you so much.
Thank you, all the speakers, for the word of encouraging and also for the word of wisdom. Amigan, as you getting to monument, getting to asol to cultural, be important as kintu itu kan kota kobo nimti aji to getting as. Luckily, Amigan aji to Amigan legislature be as tribal hogan be as CNTC be as Tinta tribe te leaders sob ite getting kurase. Inega direct chupa chupi nokri na direct Amigan ki problem ase, ki khushi ase, ki parase, ki na parase table te open kurine discuss kurina. Kuruba nimti aji itu sitting lase. I, on behalf of the CNTC, express our sincere gratitude to all the speakers for speaking out the truth. And I believe those will be speaking also, they will do the same, whatever our three brothers are facing, tagan bi to sapra mon pro ulagena amigan ke kobone ki koigena expect kurase. We have a cultural program here. I would like to request our culture troupe to kindly take the stage.
군왕 하루금 대용습과 같은 이유디 너희 어이 나가 니마 창을 진고 나가 창을 누이 중마 무타창을 누이 무타창을 누이 CNTC 몽탕으로 있다 CNTC 가고 오카 연내 가고 오던 그 선턴 놓고 정방구 나다소니 무덤 와 정방구 나다소니 무덤 나다 그래 무사 비나 빵을 말롱 럼바 무사 헤이 비나 빵을 말롱 럼바 thân ba nang bông wa lo ta li thân ba nang bông ta li thân ba nang bông là nô yum chen su ko la lo yum chen su ko wa zi wa bông là nô sen so na wa zi Liku tangitroni oh naga lima yung sang을 놓고 naga lima yung sang을 놓고 시마장을 놓이 시마장을 놓이 시마장을 놓이 중랑 중방 무덤에 중방 무덤 아첩 아전 쌀이 용탕을 Naga lima yung zangluang ni Naga lima yung
Thank you, our cultural troupe. It was really wonderful. Parisho ke liye service piche the American birthday jayega na sab apne kan lago dance kar manase. Now, the most important things we are waiting for, American legislature forum tiapra kimana hase takan ke time dibo American sab itu ke ruki ase. Aje tu আমি একটা রিকোয়েস্ট করব মন থাকাতো মনতে কি আছে আপনি গান আমি গানকে কি করবলে দিবলে মন আছে কিনিকা লৈ যাবলে মন আছে এটো আমি গানকে কই দিলে খুশি পাবো কই কেন একটা জানিয়ে দি আছে আনফরচুনেটলি আমি গান না অনারেবল এমপি ইনতো খাও যপ্তমি তাই বেমার হই কেনা আহি বলে পারে নাই তাই আমি গান প্রেসিডেন্টকে সরি আছে কই কেন মেসেজ বি পাঠাই দিছে কিন্তু বিকজ অফ টাইম কনস্ট্রেন্ট তাহলে মেসেজ তো নপড়ব কিন্তু আমি খান এইটো প্রোগ্রাম সিকুয়েন্স হেসার পৰা কাইটো আইয়ে কনভেনার সিএনএফ Number 2, you know Imgong L. Imchon, co-convener CNLF. You know Y. Patton, treasurer CNLF. Itu pichete amiga
खुशी जनाएছে আৰু আমাকলা ইচ্ছা भी जनाएছে I on behalf of the legislatures forum conveyed our heartiest gratitude to Lotha Hoho and Lotha community for hosting us in the Central Naga been struggling for last 10 years, and we have just joined you few months before. We have asked to form a legislature wing. So we, the legislators, says that we are also a part of community. So what you advise us, we'll do. And as far as legislatures forum is concerned, we have not yet started functioning. But our function will be depending on these three apex body. You have to prepare guidelines for us because this is not a political platform. This is a welfare platform. This is to protect the people. This is to help the people, and together we usher for the welfare of these three communities. In good times, in bad times, let us remember that after so many years, things could not come to settled. We still have certain criticism of having this CNTC. But when I hear from the CNTC leaders, you have no hidden agenda, but this is just to bring people together and make a stronger platform to protect our community and to also to partake in the Naga issue. Because Lotha alone was not very helpful, Sama alone was not very helpful, our alone was not helpful. I hope you have realized that. That's why you have made this call of your neighboring tribes people. We are all elsewhere, Bokokchung district. Like we are part of some in early days. Mokokchung district, let us take it people from Mokokchung district. We are not a stranger to each other. We are one time a part of Mokokchung, but for convenience of everybody, all this creation has taken place, and we have called district-wide. We feel it, people feel it as a tribe-wide, but geographically we are forced to divide, we are forced to segregate and give convenience of administration. That's why today we are in different districts, but we must remember that we are elsewhere, Mokokchung district. So coming back home and make an issue together and for our good living, for future, what we should approach. Our approach towards this unity should be very tactful at this moment. Itu time develop hoshiyar korbo lagibo. Let us not to go too haste. Because we are in a dilemma. Solution could not come to an end. Hopefully, Deputy Chief Minister is holding home portfolio, and I missed 2-3 meetings, but they have been meeting Prime Minister very soon, and then the Home Minister recently also. They have met in Guwahati, but that story need not tell you. If he feels that a slight word, but let us not speak anything about that. But let us support the peace process together. Leave nitty-gritty problems. We have lots of problems at hand to help our community, to pursue, to live in a changing world. We need lots of infrastructures. You need lots of things to do. And we have decided that together is a strength. So these 3 communities should be able to help the Nagas, should be able to unite the Nagas, and let the solution come to our land, so that there will be relatively more development, more activities will grow in our land. But till such time, this Naga peace process come to an end. Government of India feels that solution you people should come together. But we have started with our problem that Nagas have unique identity. We are different people, so we want to live independent. But today, in the present time, I think that is not suiting us. Amakan laga itia thaga ro itukan difficult all no mile wala. Government of India also has a problem. We have also a problem, and with problem they are confronting. Divi kwa pura divo nare kwa aise, lovi kwa hai dutu no hobo kwa aise tukane. I think national workers also will come to an understanding, and it's high time that they should understand what is going to happen, what is not possible. Para na para ida to 25 years ho jaise peace talk to negotiation. Many children were born at that time, 97, graduate, postgraduate, bhi ho gaya na, job na pai gaya na, itya struggle kurabe aise to karne. Amakan, Cntc have lots of things to do. You are just preparing the ground from now. Ide Amakan, congratulations to Mother's Assistant President and General Secretary. Itya, we are establishing our ground. To karne, we should not go too haste. Yes, I also will take the responsible, my friends also will take the responsible. Amakan government te thagyana kiba amakan ye fail kurabes. Unto itu story koile itu be beya. Unto when community feel that all these things should be protected, with the unity of these 3 communities, we also will get more strength. We are proud of it, but the members of the community also still fully not understood about what will be our approach. Some people are still on the first echoes. Boy khai tate jaile kwa manu bes do. Hami ko je tor community logate jaile kiba boy khaola ase. We should not misuse our platform. Amakan la platform misuse no kro lage. Misuse kora to thing nahi. Cntc, parent body and the legislatures had to meet and the issues, what is confronting us also should be discussed. Itu prashu krubo, itu to no krubo, itu manu kushi na pabo, itu kushi pabo ka krubole. We are not going to close our eyes and flash everything what we want. That is not the point. We should be responsible to be a Naga. You are in the heart of Nagaland. We may become weak today, but it may not continue for all times to come. If we are united, our strength can come back to us. Economy will grow. Everything will just follow suit when we are together, when we have a strength. But doesn't mean that 25 of us getting together does not mean that we'll confront with the rest of the Nagas. 25 of us will be in 4 or 5 political parties, not in one political party. That also matters. Apex body can command us, but we have our own issues. We have our own programs. So the welfare program is okay. But when that come together, fight, that is also good. In the agitation, we can come together. But in the democratic process, there's a process. There's a process. To rule pura kura laga ase. These 3 communities are getting procession. So legislature, I'm not above the Cntc. I'm not above my community. So good or bad, I'll come to join you in a procession. But there are certain platforms where we should agitate, where we should make an issue. Therefore, our community, you said, people brand us as forward people. But in today's context, I see that we are not beyond, but we are rather behind. On the human resources, particularly our Lotha community is picking up. We are going very well. We are happy. But that also needs accommodation. Producers are there, but to make them settled is also a problem. To economy, infrastructure, we are much more behind than others. We are sorry, we should not speak out Dimapur Kohima, but not only you people, I mean, cabinet tebi dukan osud. Development cannot be always one-sided. Why Kohima Dimapur logo lage? Dimapur belongs to all of us. It's a commercial town where we all have a piece of properties, or we should go and market there. That needs a development. But Mokokchung also, Zimato also, WOKHA also needs a development to grow together. Along with my friends, we have been always saying, where I said, in the infrastructure sector, where you are failing, we are also part of it. Government thaga karni, no poncha, kiba hua, amakhanye bhi blame karo. But we are not always independent. Sometimes you become ruling, sometimes you become opposition. Sometimes your number is less than other numbers. We have no occasion to outnumber others also, and taking the full opportunity to do what our people intend. And this, particularly these 3 communities, we think about others more than other legislatures. Makanto, Konek Pala, Tengsang Pala, Kipre Pala, Samotor Pala, Dukshok Beso, forgetting our difficulties. Being in the central Naga community, and Mokokchung was and is an advanced community. Into Ajuto Taibi Amarjon ke man Madat Kurbona Paragena. We are struggling together in certain issues, although they are not behind others bureaucratically, but politically sometimes favor comes. Sometimes we fail to attempt what we intend to do also. I am very happy, but this Cntc platform at this time, Naga solution is very important than what we require. That happens, we may quarrel among the communities, among the tribes people, Lobole Icha Thagabra, ami lobo to lobo bisu loise committee loise koi thakibo. But if that happens, if we are prepared, if we are positioned, that nothing should go wrong with these three communities. Ajibra, itu community logde pabule thaga, hokti thaga, amakan yapar koro na devo goina position lole se to. We have heard a word from students community. We have heard from Mothers Association, a new team. So let us all come together. You establish, and I would urge the Central Naga tribes officials, backed by three community hosts, the executive, had to always sit, get endorsement after the executive approves. Nothing should go out before that. Unless cabinet decides, cabinet memo is circulated, but circulating doesn't mean that we have listed. I would request the apex body to be very careful at this point of time. Let us not hurt anybody. But we stand for our welfare, we speak for our people, and we also will speak for the others also. This is not a political platform, but these are all in line with politics. So the interpretation, itu kotha translate kura de ole politics ho jaye do. We say this is not a political platform, but in the interpretation, it will be politics. These three communities coming together has a meaning. Itu kwa ejo do kun bato. Aro ajikali noton educated children, young children, they started WhatsApp playing all these on their own thought. Some people say this may be just exercise of young people, this and that, but many does not understand. And I want that this platform should be very strong, very unique, which can help Nagas. To Gani, I may repeat, at this point of time, solution is just knocking at the door or deadlock in 1-2 months' time. So let us support Naga people. And this, towards the end of my speech, I'll speak, but I thought this House should pass a strong resolution to urge Government of India and the stakeholders to bring a solution before the election. Because stability comes only when peace is there. Development comes when peace is there. And you want your leaders to pursue for the welfare of our people, the good infrastructures, upgrade your positions. That also can happen only when there's a peaceful atmosphere. The stability of the government. To make stable government, we have made 60 members to come together. Fortunately, unfortunately, our 21 MLAs, a senior member like Im Kong Chen and his leader Tia Zeleng, very recently 21 of them join us, but not to threat anybody. There are some political parties feel that, but in the presence of Deputy Chief Minister, I am speaking from the beginning. With good intention we are doing this, and let us hammer out, let us bring solution first. Then let us, after that, let us see in your own platform what we can speak. But this time let us pursue for the peace process. Itu kani tinta platform te Naga manlo amon beya kore nadivi. You play stronger role. Aro ami khushi na pa to amar ito lanu imchan sab to 6 months chief minister loge that time to amar loge devi COVID deputy chief minister ami aji mangi na aji divo. If there are some people blocking your way, I'll tell chief minister aji someday divi ko to. Why? Why he cannot meet three communities on appointment? Kotha khabar thik dhyan hai wala. So that also, if one hurts, hunile to be beha bhau pare. Let us not feel it that undermining us. I'm telling you people, meet him and tell him what you intend to do. You were President Dinda, along with Cntc President, Charta. Don't be panicked with our platform. Bahal kani kaura. Kunba to misinterpret but many of us intentions for good of Nagas and good of these three communities. Aji, our members of Iwo Parane, but this kind of meeting te tole kun nam thage to kani hai thage besibak to thank you to our honorable MLA Amen Bayadin. But three of us could make it because our name is here. We should say a word to all of you. To kani sab Iwo na parlebi kuno hai gradually. By nine Nijor community as a Sama leaders you make understand your members. Lotha leaders make you understand your members. Then also same thing. We will gradually follow suit. Whatever is guided by these three communities. Because we are going back to you. When today we try to deceive you in the election time tomorrow go to so in our Joadan de Bahal Uladan de Biawado. So election is knocking at the door. Who are not friendly with community. It is community to check the activity of the leaders. Not because of diminishing somebody. But we should be behind the community. And we should be the leader of the community. If you don't attend to your community. I'm not encouraging you to diminish the members, but corrective measures should be taken, make them educate. We want you to participate with us. I do try manuge, ajitu map mangja, ajitu kun be to intention. Into try manu madnebi naja, aro manu osorde, hey, tu madise amijuana. That is not a good language. He is only speaking for himself, forgetting your community, forgetting your own people. I cannot speak against Simi. Even if I feel otherwise also, I will not against Simi. Mistake. Who are you? I cannot say that. In all circumstances, I cannot go against Sim community. We are also not everything human error, human shortcoming is there. We feel sometimes give a crore lakh pile do it khali do as going to, but that is also it finish ko to khatam ho jawo to manubi more as a ro paisa khatam karo na lagi. It's not everything is for all time to come. Aji amar din as a kali dosa la din. Live with goodwill, then my legacy will continue. Let others also follow the what good things I have done to you and to our people. So let us all change. It is not the leaders to change alone, but all the leaders have to change our mindset. Target is good for the better days. Bahal din, bahal upastapa into community paigana. Kushi thagibola ye koi to koi. Our number of MLAs will remain. Number of ministers to padin, nabadin as a ruling te jao pale pabo. Opposition te to minister nabai. Into itu to that depends on your mandate. Into amagala unity to. We will also speak. We will also have a meeting among ourselves how to approach. But why I said it is your body to even guide us. What do you want us to do? Then we'll receive your word and we'll discuss also whether to fully implement or we should go slow. If we had to request you to go slow, if we said, okay, this is a good thing that we should pursue. losing some of the essays like Lumami, this, so and Kalasho Polytechnic are taking accreditation. Everything is doing well. Hopefully it will come. And I'm thankful to particularly even the Mr. M. Kong Chen, who is here. He has been always speaking about Lumami University. This is already put into pieces, and most of the developments are put on hold. I don't know what is the reason between the University Grant Commission and the state, but things are not in our favor, we know. But let us come together to speak good for all these things, where Nagas also benefit. We have lots of things to come. But I said, why? Because of to make stability. We have disappointed many people while coming together. Kintu ito stability annually. Nagaland te majority kurigana ito naga issue aro issue te focus kurigana ito bahal din Nagaland te annual agi ko apna pray to kuraje kane. Ami khali repeatedly I am speaking itu body to Naga issue te thagate. Let us take part here very seriously. Into body strong voice kurigana. Let Nagas feel that they have no ulterior motive, beya intention nai, bhal bhavna te ito kurigana kuraje. And we'll continue to do that. Goodwill towards Nagas. Ami to election jayena agos jitile bina. Khali tumar din jo no, I will be with Nagas friendly. I want to be with everybody. So also my friends wanted to be with everybody. But there is certain limitation where we cannot extend beyond what our means is there. To kani, ahi negalo korise, aro itya amar president engineer ka WOKHA bhi man dukta se, tumar bhai se wo to ekdam dukta se. I could not, in 25 years time in the government, I could not even make a town hall in Zambuto. Struggling. But I'm appealing my people together. I think they will come for us also. Let us not be too panicked. We miss our younger children, educated people who are not comfortable, but can't help it. We have to strive together and we try to bring all this. So whatever is available with us, you feel you are in AC, air conditioning. Without that, activities to namille, it doesn't value anything. I am confident together Cntc can help Nagas and help our communities. And as I said, we'll speak to our legislatures also, since you all have asked me to be the convener at the end of time. We see what is possible from our side, but most of the major steps and decisions for future lies with the Cntc and the district tribal leaders, because we are politicians. 5 साल का नहीं उलाइजे तो पारा मानो तो कंटिन्यू को पारा मान तो मेंबर होले भी न होले भी करो किंतु कुन बात तो मेंबर हुआ करनी है ते ऐसे मेंबर लगा जोक दिया से न होले तार लगा ये तो कंटिन्यूटी ना था का मनु पे ऐसे तो करनी तो ये तो तक भी understand कर गया ना your approach should be always मानो खुशी पावले फाले कर भी आरो meeting chief minister if you have any difficulty खबर पता भी डिप्टी सेम रो any time I can arrange for you. Why he cannot meet our people? He is my chief minister. I am his colleague. तो करने अच्छा तो इन्हें exhort करो ले ऐसे I will not go beyond this. Wish you all the best. Be very friendly with sincerity. I mean तीनटा community क्या कोई ऐसे be very sincere with sincerity. जो करो कल छारा छारे कोई निकाल करा तो बेया से आज तुम्हारा किचन दे बात खाए से ना खा तो कोई ना रहे किंतु for the welfare and the well-being of our community. Prayerfully, ईश्वर लगा खुशी पाले कर ले. God will bless us, God will help us, God will support us. also we will pursue without any reservation to Ghana. We are with the community. When community says a good thing, why not we elected members to Ghana? Next year, whenever executive or the legislatures meeting with the apex leaders, you make notice to us, keep all of us abide by the hukum. I will like assembly too, you cannot summon us, but here too you can summon us. That's why you use your platform. But Amal over there, Peton Sablaim, over there, Hudi Tagle, there also comes a little faction like. Don't create any commotion between us, but you dictate us, you make use us properly, and we are at your service. With these few words, thank you so much.
Thank you for the time. Mr. Chairperson, President Cntc, Convener Cntc in the Legislature Forum, Mr. Kaito, our Deputy Chief Minister, respected leaders. At the outset, I want to express my gratefulness, especially to the WOKHA for successfully hosting this Get Together program of the 3 tribes, which is a very important component of the state. Well, our convener, Honorable Minister Mr. Kaito, he has spoken great words. I'll only supplement wherever necessary, but I fully endorse to what he has spoken right now. I'm basing on his exhortation in wisdom. I also wanted to present 4 small suggestions for you to ponder and take up for action if you found befitting. Number 1 is I wanted to dwell on the speech of our convener, Mr. Kaito, word, unity is strength. So basing on the unity of these 3 tribes, I know it will be strong, and it can be strong. For example, WOKHA Town Road, within 10 to 15 years, it will be horrible. Mokchong is already under horrible condition. I feel a similar situation at Zoniboto. We are lucky to have 3 tribal WOKHA presidents right now here in our congregation. Landowners are there. We recognize, we acknowledge, we appreciate. And yet, the social organization like tribal WOKHA. It is time to make necessary intervention. I remember one story. In the 60s, our respected late Montamo Kitant, who was in the first cabinet, I'm told in one of the cabinet, he was speaking that Kohima Town Road should have it is 40 feet wide. 40 feet wide. I'm told that all the cabinet were laughing on his utterances at that point of time. 40 feet, you were a mess. What Mundamo is talking? 40 feet is too wide. But history justified his statement today. Kohima Town, we cannot even breathe. Dimapur also the same. Moksho is also the same. And WOKHA is fast catching up. I'm not talking about the blacktopping of the road. I'm talking about the widening of the road. Moksho Town, it is beyond reach now. It cannot be repaired. Because the landowners, the land purchasers, both are equally guilty. They bought all the roadside land and constructed buildings. So the both sides of the road has to be demolished and then do the widening road, which is not possible. Zenibid also is fast catching up to that situation. WOKHA is also, all of us can see. So I wanted to propose to the good officers of the Cntc through the respective tribal WOKHA office. This intervention is required to be done immediately. Otherwise, all of us will be recruiting tomorrow. Another suggestion is we are talking about the equitable distribution of development across the state. As our Simaho president has said, we need to help others, but not at the expense of ours. This is the main impediment within us. We're happy that the government is helping the other areas. We are happy. At the same time, we are disappointed because the government is helping these people at the expense of these three districts. I am very, very specific. At the expense of these three districts, WOKHA, Moksho, and Zenibid. It is a neglected district for too long. It is a neglected district for too long. I am not only talking about the land development alone, but the human resources development also. Both are equally neglected. I am not using the word discriminated at this point of time. But apparently there is a tendency even to use the word discrimination. but today I am using only the word neglected. Neglected in which form? I hope it is not criminal negligence. Criminal negligence and discriminations are very near to each other, punishable under the law. So why such negligence should be inflicted on these three districts for no crime committed by our people, by us, worth mentioning. Individually, Imkong must have committed something wrong, some mistakes. But that doesn't imply that is the mandate of the our tribe, no? That is my individual domestic error. After all, error is human. Therefore, I see these three districts have our own share of sacrifices and contribution for the building of this state, Nagaland. We're not demanding our undue share. We are demanding only our just share. Just share. We are not demanding anything at the expense of others. No, never. And that is not in our mind, nor in our philosophy. My number 3 suggestion. While talking about equitable distribution of development, I feel that district head of the office of any department, okay, we may be having around 82 departments, isn't it? I don't know, 82 departments. May not be all the 82 departments will be located here in the WOKHA. But more or less, pertinent departments are already located here. Whatever or whichever department located here in WOKHA district, as a head of the department, should have certain corporate authority in respect of development as well as administrative jurisprudence. That means I'm not talking about only the district. All the head of the departments in the districts across the state are just like a post office or rubber stamp. Since the district officer doesn't have any practical authority, jurisdiction, he didn't have any power in their own discretion. The recommendation made by the grassroots level workers, I'm talking about district officers are grassroots level workers, led by the Deputy Commissioner. They are grassroots workers. DC and SP and then all the sisters departments. They are the empirical officer. The recommendations, including the DBTP resolutions and recommendations, are thrown down into the dustbin in the Secretariat and also in the Directorate. The DBTP recommendation has got no use on the tables of the Directorate and the Secretariat. So the sister departments, all the departments. And therefore, I feel that the CNTC should take up this issue. And all the district headquarters, head of the department posted therein, should have necessary administrative jurisprudence, concrete authority. According to financial rules and regulations, executive engineer doesn't have the authority even to sign to the tune of rupees 5 lakhs. Chief engineer has got, I think, 10 lakhs, not Jenny? Discretionary, on his own discretion. So all the powers are again concentrated in the Secretariat. And therefore, district officer doesn't carry any weight, whereas they are the grassroots worker. They are the officer who deal on the ground. Therefore, it needs to be thoroughly addressed to, and delegation of authority has to be delegated without further delay or without any hesitation. I was thinking about the suggestion for the formation of Cntc officers unit of the state. But my friend Engineer WOKHA has just told me, our WOKHA president, that it was already there in the agenda. I'm happy about that. Our feeling of brotherhood, oneness among the three, should be demonstrated in action, and it should be properly proclaimed from top to the bottom. We should not be a union for a showpiece, but it should be a union of real business people. We should be business-like. We mean unity. We mean business in this unity. Not theoretical, not words, but in action. I should be committed. I am for Cntc. I will work for Cntc. If it is for Cntc, I should give extra concentration so that things are expedited that way. All these nutshells can be shared at any given opportunity, taking more appropriate time and quality time to discuss further. Since we are running short of the time, I will give my last suggestion. Just now, our convener of the Legislative Forum, Honorable Minister, my friend Kaito, has said that Naga political issue required to be settled immediately. I second to that motion. Particularly at this point of time, it is particularly important, essential, requirement. It is a requirement. Election is scheduled for February next, only a few months ago, their present house. and it requires to be renewed by law. Only 5 years. If election is conducted, as our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister has stated in the press the other day, if election is conducted and 14 House is constituted, the members of the House may not like to voluntarily resign from the House. Nagaland election is particularly costly, very costly. I will not talk much about the election, but I'll talk only about the cost of here. One sentence. And after having elected with much difficulties, one cannot be a stupid person to resign just for nothing. No. And therefore, to pursue for amicable settlement of the Naga political side of the issue is an urgent requirement of the Nagas today, before the election is conducted. Or otherwise, Government of India has to activate their constitutional instrument. To activate their constitutional instrument, whether to shorten or to lengthen or to invoke 356 or whatever. They have so many instruments under the Constitution of India, so as to facilitate the Naga talk into a finality. In this regard, I want to impress upon the delegation, congregation, that Cntc definitely has certain imperatives and moral authority and social will also to approach innocent IM and then innocent seven Indian military group together. I said together. Together. Okay, if it all required. If it all required. We may even talk these underground guarders from these three tribes. From these three tribes, there are thousands of Hutas, Aos, and Simas in this outfit. The Cntc office can also meet them separately. Prevail among them. If they don't listen to your request and appeal, prevail among them. To expedite the talk and bring to a conclusion. I am not putting any deadline. I am not authority. I am no one. I am only a mere opposition MLA. I am only a member of Nagas, Naga community. Happen to be from our community. Therefore, Cntc has every right to approach this organization separately. Yesterday, NTPB legislative party meeting was having, and after the meeting was over, I told Chief Minister that I'm going to WOKHA tomorrow to attend in the Cntc conference. Oh yeah, yes sir, WOKHA. It is very important, I said. It is very important. And I know it is very important. I'm an old man. My word matters to me. At least it matters to me and for me. So I said it is very important. So I thought attending this meeting is a very great opportunity for me and for these three tribes, the pioneer of Nagaland statehood. This very location, in this very location, we have formed Nagaho. We have formed Nagaho. Achiniyantan must be already, he must be already here, or he is alive even today. He was our convener. WOKHA has got so many historically important landmarks in the life of the Nagas. One of the most important resolution and decision was taken in Lakoti, through which NLTV came into real shape, and so many others. And therefore, today also, as our President has just mentioned, this is the first time that Cntc is having congregation outside Dimapur. WOKHA comes first. Next will be either Zunibuto or WOKHA. And I do agree and support our conveners, wisdom, and Sumiho President, that the leadership of the Cntc should try to visit all the districts, state districts, time and again, make interaction. Politics come last. Our social cohesion and the feeling of oneness comes primary. Other issues come automatically. Unity should be solidly founded and laid its foundation so that we can share, as our Lutaho President has said, so that we can share everything in our mind, each other. The feeling of oneness in action will be that way. Therefore, I wanted to speak long, but let me stop there with just a few suggestions. I think 4 I have suggestions given. Our respective leaders of the Cntc may like to ponder upon it. For action. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Chairman of today's program, who is also the Vice President of NTC, President NTC, my esteemed Cabinet colleague, MLA colleagues, leaders from 3 tribal bodies, President and her colleague, who is just elected, Central Nagaland Women Association, office bearers from CNSA, President and Chairman of 3 tribal bodies, Arroyate, Iman, Cntc bra Azi Yate, Lok Kuribola Sequegina, Kobortia Kiman Aishe, from Mokokchung, Timabur, Kohima, Zinyubudo, Aroto Sradakabra, Abnagan Lugode. I, on behalf of my WOKHA district legislators, Abnagan Lugode Sob Salam Chana Ase, much have been expressed by my former colleagues. Itami Adeku Kobule Naula Habigina Tije. Here I just want to share about our Naga political issue. Since tomorrow also we are leaving for Delhi to meet our central leaders. Our central leaders' mind is very clear. Shita Kwese Taigan, no flag, no constitution. It is ample clear. Flag lagata myang kotha korise, yes. You Nagas, you can have your civil flag. American nijo flag to cholabo pare, but not in government program or government establishment. That is very clear. When we meet a prime minister, when we meet our home minister, it is very clear that we cannot have 2 flags in one country. In many occasions, during our meeting with 7 NLTV group, with IM group, our core committee, our legislator, my friend Kaidu and few of us, we used to share this to our political groups. Kidabado amindo jagarabi kore, apnagan solution nalage, ito bra tile kore aje, man takbi koi na jagara kore ahe. In few occasions, Amar Kaidu kore, if you don't want solution, you abrogate the ceasefire. Ceasefire pangigin ab nan changgol di tabi. Nagas will not cooperate with you. Iman to be threatened korigna, warn korigna, aha, asamikan. I don't know why, when the talk is concluded in 31st October, why we could not bring settlement. Taekwondo Kwese, Government of India, though, framework agreement already signed by IM Group, agreed position already signed by 7 NLTV Group. What more you want? That is the question we are receiving from Government of India. To Taekwondo Kwese, though, the ball is in Nagaland. Don't blame central government. We are ready. In 2015, when we met our Honorable Prime Minister, he offered us 80%. Apnakan 80% lobina. That means flag constitution do ekibar nitibo kwa noy. It will continue. Kothakuri Jabo, 80% lobby. That was offered in 2015 by no other than Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Heto bichede tai Dubai devi, even in a foreign country, in Dubai, he have announced, he declared that he is going to solve this Naga political issue. Heto bra amar tuita member coalition. Let us not talk politics now. Our main focus should be, our stand should be very strong on this political issue of Nagaland. Yate amikhan tinta tribe. Yes, one of my speakers have mentioned that these 3 districts were under Mokochung district. Ami apnakan development activities ko animede. We are lagging behind. Aminge ito neglect kura si Cobra. In one occasion, I even mentioned this to our Honorable Sin. Amikhan tinda district do langtam. Aminang lotado rebekwe. Langtam tribe Cobra aminge development ni tinage.